What's up, it's me, Smasty here, and I'll be showcasing my monster trucks. This is how much I got. 2 fill boxes, dude. This, guys, is gonna be crazy. I have a lot. So, let's start off with the first. So the first, we're gonna start off with the old Gravedigger. The 1980 something. I like it because of, I like how it's a truck. I just like it. Next up we have Gravedigger the Legend. I like this one because of the shape of the body. And I'll show you the 2019 ones I have later. I like how this looks. Especially in the front, I like it. Gravedigger the Legend. Monster Drive. I'm gonna start doing it. Next up, Ice Cream Man. The Ice Cream Man, the only reason why I like it is because of the tires and the name. To me, it's kind of funny. Ice Cream Man as a monster truck. Next up, we have King Crunch. King Crunch, I don't have the newer version, but I like this version because of the way it looks and the design and stuff. And KK, wait, does that say KK? I don't know. I don't know what the KK is. Why do they, I know it's for King Crunch. They have one, normal and one not normal. I don't get it, but let's head on to the next. Next one we have Illuminator. Illuminator, I like this one because of, look at how they made the body on this toy. It looks cool here. I mean, and especially the body. It looks nice. Next one I have is a robot shark. Just the thing about this one is it doesn't say the name. That, I don't know why it doesn't say the name on here, but I think it's called Mega Shark. Next up is Driving School. I don't think this is a real monster truck, but I got this somewhere a long time ago when I was about 10, no, around 8. I got this. So, let's go on to the next one. Next one will be Zombie. This zombie is, this in, our city on March 3rd, 2019, we had the fire version of Zombie, and it was hype. Just the thing that I was disappointed about this Monster Jam was that they were breaking down a lot of malfunctions. I just hated that one, but every other one was fun. So next up, we have the full silver version of Avenger. It's hard to see the name. Yeah, you can see the name now. I kind of like it. Just it's full silver and you can barely see it. So next one we have is Crazy Train. I don't know if this one is real or not, but it's Crazy Train. I like how they have a train here driving fast. And especially on the front, it looks like, in the front it looks just like a real one. Next we have Tasmanian Devil. This one I like because of the way it looks. It's crazy. It's red. I mean, well, you don't mind that. Here we got, I like the teeth here and stuff. It's awesome for me. Next one we have Hot Wheels. This one I like how they have the gold wheel here and the body color and stuff. Okay, next one we have. The next one we have is Iron Man. Don't mind how this is. It's just that I don't really play. I played with these hard when I was little, and I would play with them very hard and stuff. So that's why the wheels are crazy and stuff. So don't mind that. Next up, we have a skinless monster truck. A skinless monster truck. I don't have the skin for this. Well, I had it before, but next up we have Wolverine. I like how the Wolverine looks. It's just that. And I had a sandbox thing. My dad accidentally sprayed it and did not know my monster trucks were in there. So, if they're sprayed like this, if you see that, don't mind it. It's just he accidentally sprayed it. You go there. Next one we have is Donkey Kong. I like the Donkey Kong because of how they have the eyes. Which I wonder, how do they even see? I like it. I like the nose there too, and the little mini tie that says DK. Next up we have Pure Adrenaline. Hold up. Next up we have Pure Adrenaline. The Pure Adrenaline, I like it. It's just that it's just fire and stuff. And then blue. So that's my only complaint. Next up we have a Grave Digger. And on this one we have this type of. I have a lot of Grave Diggers and don't mind it. I like the headlights and stuff. Next up we have Crustacean. This Crustacean, I like it because of the way it looks and everything. Just I drew here to draw like the fisherman or something. Next up we have Captain's Curse, the red version. The red version of Captain's Curse, I like it because of how the pirate looks, and I like the front. And the other Captain's Curse I'm gonna show you is the black version. And yeah. Can you guys see it over there? I'll scoot it there so you can see it. Next up I have Tropical Thunder. The Tropical Thunder, I like how they have trees and stuff, which I don't know if they're trees or something. But I think they're trees, so that was weird. So it sounds like to me trees stuff. Here I have Monster Made Dalmatian. This one I colored it black for no reason. I was little, okay guys? Okay, so I like how they have the ears. I like it. Next up we have Virginia Giant, one of the oldest versions. This one, the Virginia Giant here, it's the older version. And it's the older version. I keep copying when I sing, but that's okay. Take a look at it while I find another one. Ooh, there it is. I have Bone Shaker, the giant wheels. This one, I like the skull in the front, the skull on the side getting cracked with fire. Yeah. Next up, I have the N2D Kano Thunder. This one, I don't know why I put that, but now it doesn't even want to come out. Oh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Huh. I couldn't get it out before, but shocking. Now I have Bad News Travels Fast. I like the Bad News Travels Fast because of how they have a guy on the side driving fast. Next one I have is Gunslinger. The Gunslinger, I like how they have the ammo on here on the side. More ammo and some, I think, guns. I don't know. But I like the Gunslinger. Next one we have is Aftershock. The Aftershock. I like how they have this robotic thing here. I don't know what it is. I like the way they have the O on Aftershock. So next is NEA Police. The silver version. NEA Police. Come on. Okay. The NEA Police here. I like the circle, the body and stuff. NEA Police. Next one. Wait, can you see it? The NEA Police. I personally like the way it looks. Now I have Mechanical Mischief. This one I like because of the way it looks with the gears on the name here. And here on the top. Some of these old Monster Truck toys are very designed. I don't know how or what they used to make it, but whatever they used to make it, I like it. Now I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Monster Truck here. I have Michelangelo here of the Monster Truck. Next up we have, while I say whatever we have next, you can just look at them. Next up I have Higher Education. I like the Higher Education because of the way it looks but the thing I wonder is how do they escape from it, and how can they see all the way in the front and they sit in the middle and they escape from the middle? That I do not get, but it's how they made it. And you gotta deal with it sometimes. So next up, we have, that one's Pirate's Curse. Pirate's Curse, I lost the sword in the middle. I just like the design and the skull in the front. That skull creeps me out. So next up, we have another Gravedigger here. But this one's worse because I used to not treat them well when I was little. I think I already told you that at the beginning. Somewhere at the beginning. Next up we have Brutus. This is the older version of Brutus I have. But I have a newer version which is more awesome. I need to fix my grammar. Which is way more awesome. So there's Brutus. I like that saliva coming out of his mouth. Makes him look more like a dog. I have El Magador. Oh yeah, I made a stop motion on this video. on this monster truck. I mean, goodness sakes, I cannot speak. I made a stop motion on this. I like this, the M with a hat, and then a bull. I'm gonna end up running out of space because I'm not even done with the first box. So next up I have Raising Cane, I think. I have this one. I like the X-ray body, and also watch this. You can take it off. I think that's honestly, I think that's cool. Honestly, I think it's cool. Comment down below if you think that's cool. So next up we have is Wonder Woman. This one I like because of how they designed it with the rope on the back and stuff. Next up I have Monster Mud Dalmatian with no ears. Monster Mud Dalmatian with no ears. Wait, that's weird. If you look on there, it says Monster Mutt. Where's the Dalmatian? What? Do you guys get it? I don't know. I don't know if you guys get it or something, but I don't. Now I have another Monster Mud Dalmatian with the ears this time, and it says Monster Mud Dalmatian. And now I like that better. The next one is Obsession. I like this one by the fire and stuff, and that's it. Next up we have Team Hot Wheels. I like the Team Hot Wheels by the design, and also in the back because it looks like a race car. Next up we have Son of a Digger with a bro fist thing, whatever they call that. I like the Son of a Digger by the design here. Next up I have Black Stallion. I like the horse here and the design up here. 2005 to 2006 champion, if you can see it there. Next one I have is another Gravedigger in way bad condition. Very bad condition. Oh my gosh. And it's in front of the other bad condition Gravedigger, which I think is honestly weird. Next up is Northern Nightmare. I like it because of the name. I had nothing to say. Next up I have Crustacean. I like the crustacean on this one because it's blue, and I like this part. This might be a long video. I have another Son of a Digger. I like it. If I say the same ones, if I take out the same monster trucks, I will just put it. Next up, I have Soldier Fortune, the green version, the normal. I like it because of the design. Next up, I have the Titan monster truck. I like it by the name. Next up, I have another Son of a Digger. Next up, I have a Full Bore. The Full Bore. This one I like, honestly, because of this bore thing with the springs thing. Next up, I have Full Bore, again, but this time the name is bigger and the skeleton is different. Next up, I have Ice Monster. I like the Yeti on this one. Uh-oh. Let's speed him up. Next up, I have another Son of a Digger. Next up, I have Instigator. I just like that the gator with his arm up. I don't know why his arm is up, but it says Instigator, so. Next up, I have a very old version of Storm Damage. It's very old version. I only like the front part. That's it. Next up, I have Wrecking Crew with mud wheels. The wheels are very muddy. Get it? Dang it. Why did I even do that? So I have a silver version of Mohawk Warrior here. Just the Mohawk came out and now I cannot even put it back in. But I like it here. Next up we have another blue crustacean. See it? Come on, focus. Another blue crustacean. Last from the first box is Monster Mutt, Rottweiler, Snowy Wheels, and Snow Skeleton. Okay. Next box. Guys, look. I just finished the first box. Okay. This is a lot of bending, guys. You don't know what I'm going through. Next up, we have another Ice Monster. Next up, we have another Team Hot Wheels, but a different design, with a gold skeleton, and it says since '68. That means the Hot Wheels was there since 1968, if you did not know. Next up, we have the full silver Gravedigger. Next up, I have War Wizard. I like the War Wizard technically because of the name and how the design is. Next up, we have Scarlet Bandit. Scarlet Bandit, I just like the top, mostly. Yeah. Next up, I have Backdraft. I think the newest version. I think. I don't know. Oh yeah, make sure to go watch the unboxing of Blue Thunder starter pack thing. Be sure to watch that. Next up, I have Avenger. I have the Avenger monster truck. I like it, personally. Next up, I have the special edition El Toro Loco. Now, I like how it looks by the color and the horns. That thing is awesome. Next one I have is the Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, another one. Next up, the next one I have is a Max D, but with sprayed and stuff, which I don't like. Next up, I have Doomsday. This one glows in the dark. Oh. This one glows in the dark. Watch. Can you see it glowing? No? No, it's still not glowing? What's the point? Okay, guys. Next up, we have the Superman, Man of Steel. This one, I lost the cape, sadly. One of my favorites. Next up, we have Jester. I like the Jester because of the design and stuff. That's what caught my eyes. Okay, so now we have to scoot down. Next up we have Blacksmith. I like this one, especially on the front. 5 a.m. in the morning. Next up we have Soldier Fortune Black Ops. I like it because of the look and design and everything. To me, I think it's cool. Now I'm just gonna go down like that. Next up we have Overkill Evolution. I like it by the design and look of it. So, yeah. Next up we have a color-changing Gravedigger. And also you can take out the skin, but I'm not going to do that. And this is for the 30th anniversary of Gravedigger. Next up we have Wrecking Crew. Another one without mud wheels. I like this one, by the way. Never mind. I just like the D on the top, or whatever they call that. Next up I have an old version of Bounty Hunter. I like it by the design, but the newest version, I don't really like it much. Next up I have Shark Reek. This one, I have a big version of it too, but I don't want to show my big versions in my videos. You know why? Do you guys know why? No? Come on, guys. You can know why. Next up, I have Sudden Impact. I like the Sudden Impact because of the design and the stars on it, so, yeah. Next up, we have an El Toro Loco. This one is destroyed. The wheels can come off, though. And, I lost one of the wheels. Oh, freak. I lost one of the wheels. Next up, I have Western Renegade. I like this one by the design and the tire on that back. Ooh. Ooh, 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 and the tire on that back. Ooh, ooh. When that drop it. Next up I have Rap Attack. I just like Rap Attack by the design on the front. It looks cool to me. Whenever they don't like a drop it. Ooh. Next up I have Megarex. I like the Megarex by this part. You can take it all off. That's what I like about it. Ooh. Next up I have the U.S. Air Force monster truck. This is one of my favorites too. Wait, I mean U.S. Air Force Afterburner. This is another one of my favorites too. I mean, you might not like it, just comment down your favorite monster truck. Okay? Mine is Gravedigger. So, okay. So, the next one is Nitro Circus. Nitro Circus is... It had a cool crash one day. I think it went like boom. It broke or something. I don't know how, but... The old monster trucks were kind of sensitized. Next we have Batman. I like Batman personally because of the sign and logo and stuff. And the jetpack on the back. Next up I have Son of a Digger. I like the side of a digger because of the way it looks and everything. Yeah. Next up, I have Derailed. I like Derailed by... Well, I did lose the big part, but I like Derailed by the way it's shaped and stuff. Next up, I think I have the old Backdraft. I don't know. Comment down below if it's old or the newest. Next up, I have another Obsession. It says Obsession OneDayRats.com. Next up, I have Medusa. I like the Medusa because of the M on the front. Yeah. I think I found... Next up, I have Samson. I like this monster because of the muscles, and this used to be my favorite until my dad messed it up and stuff. Ha! Next up, I have the NEA Police, blue version. Next up, I have Obsessed. I like Obsessed by this guy in the clock there. Here's Backwards Bob. So, I'm going to place him down backwards. Watch. Haha. Next up, I have Spider-Man. This is my newest one. I like it because of the look and the front. Next up is Thrasher. I like Thrasher by the front of the head. Next up is Alien Invasion. Oh, this one has a cool design, especially on here. Next up, I have Lucas Oil Crusader. I like the Crusader by the knight on it. Next up, I have Hurricane Force. I like it by the design on the sides. Next up, I have the newest design of Brutus. Yeah. Ooh, look at those eyes. Look at those. Next up is my duplicate of El Magador. Next up is Gravedigger for the United States things, July 4th. I don't know, but yeah. Next up is Monster Dalmatian, the newer version. Do not mind what I did to it. Okay? Got it? Next up is Donut Patrol. Next up is Virginia Giant. Next up is the older version of King Crunch. Next up is the second version of Backdraft. This one is a glow-in-the-dark Gravedigger, but it won't glow because it's not any light. Next up we have Monster Mutt, the old version. Next up is Predator. I like the Predator because of how it looks and the body, the skeleton. Next up is Excalibur. I like how Excalibur looks just like this. That's it. Next up is Captain America. I just like the shield on the back. Next up I have a bee monster, but I don't know the name. Next up I have Prowler. Looks like Predator, but it's not. Next up I have Dragon that is removable wheels. Next up I have Cut-in Corners. Next up I have the silver version of Gravedigger, but not full silver. Next up I have Time Flies. I like it by the way it looks and everything. Next up I have Dragon. No, not Dragon. Dragon's Breath. I like how Dragon's Breath looks like by the way the dragon is blowing fire and everything. Next up I have Spider-Man. This is the older one I have. Yeah, so next up I have All Beefed Up, only 2019, with big wheels. Next up I have Mad Scientist. The one who did a full front flip in air, yo. That was awesome. I wasn't there, but I saw it on YouTube, and it was like flipping awesome. Here I have Gravedigger 30th anniversary thing. Yeah. Next up I have Iron Man, snowy version. Next up I have Earthshaker. Next up I have a duplicate of Northern Nightmare. Hold up. Next up, I have the Titan Mud Wheels. Mud Wheel. Next up, I have Inferno with Mud Wheels. Next up, I have Max D Gold version, which I like it. Next up, I have Zombie, the yellow version. I gotta hurry up now, okay. Next up, I have, there it is, the black version of Captain's Cars. Yo! Next up, I have the Felon, I think. The Felon. Comment down below what the name is this. Next up, I have Zombie Hunter. He hunts down zombie. But sadly, he's not by zombie. Next up, I have Mohawk Warrior the Silver. Next up, I have Cletus. I like the Cletus. Next up, I have the all-new 2019. So, first one I'll show you is the Bounty Hunter. I don't like it by just this. I wish it was more designed. I wish they just kept it the same as of, where is it? I'll show it later. Next up, I have Hurricane Force, all-new 2019 one. Okay. Next up, I have Total Loco, new 2019. Next up, I have Monster Mud, Rottweiler, fire version.
Go stop.
Stop.
Why don't you take your camera and angle it so they can see your entire collection as well?
You just messed up the video.
No, I did not.
You're speaking in it. Next up, I have Gravedigger 2019. And last but not least, I have the Blue Thunder 2019. That came with the ramp thing.
The camera so they can see your entire collection.
Here's the whole thing. No, I'm going to show them like this. I cannot pause it. It's somehow playing.
You gotta take it so they can get all of your collection at once.
I don't know if you can see the whole collection. Oh, there you go. Now you guys can see the whole collection here, which I honestly took me a long time for this video. Technically, it took 38 minutes and 20 seconds. Peace, like, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite monster truck. Peace. Peace.